you're sound asleep, when suddenly your calf tightens up like it's being twisted by a wrench. The pain is sharp. It pulls you out of bed, and for a moment, you can't move. You sit there, clutching your leg, breathing through the ache, wondering what just happened. You tell yourself, it's probably just age catching up. Happens to everyone, right? But here's the thing. Leg cramps may be common, especially as we get older, but they're not something you just have to accept. In fact, that painful cramp in the middle of the night might be your body waving a big red flag. Now imagine this happening more often. First, it's once a week, then a few times a week. Then, walking across the room feels harder. Your balance feels off, and you start to worry. What if one day I fall and can't get up? This isn't just a dramatic thought. According to the CDC, 1 in 4 adults over 65 falls each year, and many of those falls are linked to weakened leg muscles, nerve issues, or sudden cramps. And it's not just the fall itself. It's what comes after. Hospital stays, surgery, loss of independence, the kind of change no one wants to face too early. But here's the hopeful truth. A lot of this can be prevented. And no, the answer isn't always in a pill or expensive treatment. Sometimes it's already sitting in your kitchen, on your plate, in your fridge, or waiting at your next grocery trip. See, most people think leg strength only comes from exercise. And sure, movement matters, but your muscles and nerves are built from what you feed them. The right nutrients help your body fire signals properly, relax the muscles when they need to, and recover from daily stress. The wrong nutrients, or not enough of the good ones, well, that's when trouble starts. In today's video, I'm going to show you 6 powerful foods that help prevent leg cramps, especially in seniors. These foods support your muscles, your nerves, and your circulation, all the key things that control cramping. And the best part? You probably already eat some of them, just not enough to see the real benefit. One of these foods is incredibly common. You've probably had it for breakfast this week, but what it does inside your body is way more powerful than most people realize. I'll explain exactly how it works and why it deserves a bigger spot on your plate. Also, if you've ever experienced leg cramps, especially at night, let me know in the comments. I read every single one, and I want to know how often this is happening to people watching. And hey, stay with me until the end of this video because I am going to share a bonus tip that almost nobody talks about when it comes to cramps. It's simple, it works, and it's often the missing piece that makes everything else actually work better. Let's get into it. What causes leg cramps in seniors? This was shocking when I first learned it. Leg cramps in seniors aren't just about aging muscles or sleeping the wrong way. In fact, some of the biggest causes are silent. You can't feel them building up until that sudden jolt of pain wakes you up at 3 a.m. So let's break it down, simply and clearly. Because once you understand what's really behind those cramps, fixing them becomes a whole lot easier, and even preventable. Electrolyte imbalance. The hidden wiring problem. Here's what most people don't realize. Your muscles run on electricity. Well, sort of. They need certain minerals, called electrolytes, to contract and relax smoothly. The main ones are magnesium, potassium, and calcium. When your levels drop too low, your muscles start to misfire. Think of it like a faulty wire in a machine. One loose connection, and the whole thing jerks or locks up. That's exactly what happens when your magnesium is low. The muscle locks, and you feel that familiar stab of a cramp. According to the National Institutes of Health, nearly 48% of Americans don't get enough magnesium, and seniors are especially at risk, partly due to changes in digestion and absorption as we age. Potassium plays a big role, too. It helps transmit nerve signals to your muscles. And calcium? It helps trigger the contraction itself. Without the right balance, your legs start sending mixed signals. And that's when cramps strike. Dehydration. More than just thirst. You don't have to feel thirsty to be dehydrated. As we age, our sense of thirst actually gets weaker. That means older adults might not drink enough water, and they don't even realize it. This is dangerous because water helps carry those same electrolytes we just talked about. If you're low on fluids, your body can't move nutrients where they're needed, and your muscles pay the price. One overlooked fact: muscle tissue is about 75% water. Even a small dip in hydration affects how your legs function. Ever notice how cramps get worse in hot weather, or after a day with too much coffee or not enough water? That's your body running dry. Poor circulation. When blood can't deliver. Here's another cause many seniors overlook: circulation problems. As blood flow slows down with age, or due to conditions like diabetes or vascular disease, your muscles stop getting enough oxygen and nutrients. It's like trying to power a light bulb with a weak battery. Everything flickers and strains. Poor circulation doesn't just lead to cramps. It also contributes to numbness, tingling, and that heavy, tired feeling in your legs. If you've ever had to sit down after just walking across the room, this might be why. Medications that can trigger cramps. This one surprises a lot of people. Some of the most commonly prescribed medications can actually cause cramps as a side effect. Let me give you a few examples. Diuretics, often called water pills, used for high blood pressure or heart failure, flush out fluids, and electrolytes along with them. Statins, used to lower cholesterol, can sometimes cause muscle pain, tightness, or cramps. Even laxatives, antacids, or certain antidepressants can mess with nutrient absorption or nerve function. So, if you're on regular medication and also experiencing leg cramps, it's worth talking to your doctor. Sometimes a small adjustment can make a big difference. Age-related muscle loss, sarcopenia. This is a big one. After the age of 30, most people begin to lose muscle mass. By the time we reach 70, some of us have lost up to 30% of our muscle, and we don't even notice it at first. This condition has a name: sarcopenia. And it's not just about getting weaker. Weaker muscles cramp more easily. They fatigue faster. They don't recover as well. Sarcopenia is one of the major silent causes of cramps in seniors, especially at night when your legs are trying to rest and repair. But here's the good news. The right foods, paired with light physical activity, can slow or even reverse this muscle loss. We'll talk more about those foods in just a bit. Vitamin deficiencies, B12 and D, the nerve protectors. Let's talk vitamins. Two that really matter here are vitamin B12 and vitamin D. Vitamin B12 helps protect your nerves. Low B12 levels can cause nerve damage, which leads to misfired signals, tingling, twitching, or cramps. And here's the kicker. B12 deficiency is incredibly common in older adults, especially those who take medications like metformin for diabetes or acid reducers. Vitamin D works alongside calcium and magnesium to support proper muscle contractions. It also helps prevent inflammation and weakness. According to the Mayo Clinic, seniors with low vitamin D levels experience more frequent and more severe cramps. Sometimes cramps aren't about overdoing it. Sometimes they're about what your body isn't getting enough of. Why food is a powerful fix, not just exercise. Let S clear up a big myth that S has been floating around for years. Just stretch more, or you need to exercise, as if that's the magic fix for leg cramps. Sure, movement helps. Walking, light stretches, staying active, those are all important. But if your muscles are running low on the very nutrients they need to work properly, no amount of stretching will fix that. It's like trying to drive a car with no fuel. Or worse, no oil. You can push the gas pedal all you want, but the engine's not going anywhere. And if it does, it's going to break down fast. Your muscles and nerves are the same. They run on minerals. They depend on magnesium, potassium, calcium, and vitamins like B12 and D to function smoothly. These nutrients control everything from muscle contractions to nerve signals to oxygen flow. and food is where those nutrients come from. Here's a simple truth. You can stretch all day, but if your body's running on empty, your legs will still cramp. Let me ask you, how can your legs work properly if they're starving for minerals? And here's the part most people don't realize. Some of the best sources of these minerals are already in your kitchen. You don't need expensive supplements or complicated routines. You just need the right foods, eaten regularly and in the right combinations. We're about to go through 6 powerful foods that not only help stop leg cramps but actually strengthen your legs from the inside out, especially as you age. And there's one food on this list that's incredibly common, but almost nobody's using it the right way. Stick around, because this next part could change how you look at your meals and your muscle health forever. 1. Eggs. This might surprise you, but something as simple as an egg can play a huge role in reducing leg cramps, especially for older adults. Why? Because eggs are packed with vitamin B12, vitamin D, and high-quality protein. 3 things your muscles and nerves desperately need. Vitamin B12 supports nerve health. It helps your brain send clean, strong signals to your muscles. If your B12 is low, which is common in seniors, those signals get scrambled. That's when cramps, tingling, or numbness can start showing up. And here's the kicker. As we age, our stomach acid levels drop, which makes it harder to absorb B12, even from food. Eggs are one of the few easy-to-digest options that still deliver a decent amount of B12, without the heaviness of red meat or the stomach issues that can come with supplements. Plus, the vitamin D in egg yolks supports muscle contraction and helps your body absorb calcium, another key player in preventing cramps. You can eat them boiled, scrambled, in an omelet, or baked into muffins. For most seniors, 1 egg a day is perfectly safe, but always check with your doctor if you've been told to watch your cholesterol. One quick story. A retired teacher in her 70s once told me she started eating eggs every morning after getting fed up with nighttime cramps. She said it felt too simple to work, but within a week, she was sleeping peacefully again. Fun fact? 1 large egg gives you about 6 grams of complete protein, which includes all 9 essential amino acids your body can't make on its own. That's like a full repair kit for your muscles, in a tiny shell. 2. Spinach. Here is what most people don't realize. Cramps often come from what you are not eating, not just from what you are. Spinach might not look like much, but it's actually a green powerhouse of magnesium, potassium, and calcium, the top 3 electrolytes your body uses to control muscle contractions. If even one of these minerals dips too low, muscles start misfiring, and for seniors, that imbalance is even more likely, due to medications, lower food intake, or slower digestion. Magnesium helps your muscles relax after contracting. Potassium balances fluids and supports nerve signaling. And calcium, while mostly known for bones, plays a key role in making your muscles actually move. Now, let's be real. Not everyone's excited to eat spinach. But here's a trick. Blend it into smoothies, stir it into scrambled eggs, or sauté it with a little garlic and olive oil. Even half a cup a day makes a difference. Who should eat it? Almost everyone, but especially folks on diuretics or blood pressure meds which can flush out potassium and magnesium. There was this one man, 68, diabetic, who added spinach to his lunch salads. Within 2 weeks, he said his legs felt less twitchy at night. Not a medical miracle, just minerals doing their job. Fun tip, 1 cup of cooked spinach has nearly 150 milligrams of magnesium. That S, almost 40% of what you need in a day. And you'd never guess it from such a light, leafy green. 3. Salmon. Now this is where it gets juicy, and not just because salmon's delicious. This fish is a goldmine for omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D, and lean protein. The perfect recipe for calmer, stronger muscles. Here's how it works. Omega-3s fight inflammation, which is often the hidden culprit behind sore, crampy muscles. They also help keep blood flowing smoothly, so oxygen and nutrients actually reach your legs, where they're needed most. Salmon also provides vitamin D naturally, which is rare in foods. Seniors who spend less time outdoors are often low in vitamin D, and that leads to muscle weakness, slower healing, and, yes, more cramps. Grill it, bake it, or flake it over a salad. Even 2 servings a week is enough to feel a difference. Just make sure it's not loaded with heavy sauces or fried in unhealthy oils. This fish is especially helpful for seniors dealing with chronic conditions like arthritis or diabetes, where inflammation is already high. Want a real-world example? A 70-year-old woman who had arthritis and nightly cramps started eating salmon twice a week. She didn't change anything else, and still she felt like her legs could finally breathe again. Bonus fact: just 3 ounces of wild salmon gives you over 100% of your daily vitamin D4. Bananas. This one's a classic, and for good reason. Bananas are loaded with potassium, a mineral that helps your muscles contract properly and prevents painful spasms. But here's something most people don't know. Bananas also provide quick, natural energy, which makes them perfect for those mid-afternoon slumps that often trigger leg cramps. They're super easy to digest, require no prep, and are available pretty much everywhere. You can slice one over your oatmeal, blend it into a smoothie, or eat it plain on the go. One medium banana gives you around 400 milliliters of potassium, which is about 10% of what you need in a day. That's a powerful punch for such a simple snack. Seniors who take water pills or heart medications are especially at risk for low potassium, and a banana a day can go a long way toward balancing that out. There was a retired truck driver who used to get cramps while driving long hours. His wife started packing a banana in his lunch, and after a couple of weeks he said his legs didn't feel locked up by evening anymore. Quick fact: bananas also contain small amounts of magnesium and vitamin B6, both of which help muscles recover after activity. It's a triple threat fruit. 5. Fortified milk or yogurt. Let S talk about one of the most overlooked, but essential, parts of muscle health: calcium. Without enough of it, your muscles can't contract and relax properly, which sets the stage for painful cramps. Fortified milk and yogurt are like nutritional insurance for seniors. They not only deliver calcium, but they also come packed with vitamin D, which helps your body absorb that calcium more effectively. This combo is especially helpful for people who don't get enough sun. And let us face it, many seniors aren't outside as much as they used to be. Aim for 1 to 2 servings a day. That could be a glass of milk with breakfast or a cup of yogurt with some fruit as a snack. Try Greek yogurt for extra protein. It's creamy, filling, and easy on the stomach. If you're lactose intolerant, don't worry. There are lactose-free versions and plant-based options, like almond or soy milk, that are also fortified. I once met a woman who thought milk was just for kids. But when her doctor suggested adding calcium for her muscle cramps, she started having yogurt daily, and said her legs didn't feel as tight after just 2 weeks. Fun fact: a single cup of fortified milk can provide up to 30% of your daily calcium needs, and that's not even counting the protein bonus. 6. Sweet potatoes. This food is often called a superfood, and for good reason. Sweet potatoes are rich in complex carbs, potassium, magnesium, and vitamin C. A dream combo for long-lasting energy and healthy muscle function. Unlike sugary snacks that give you a quick burst then crash, sweet potatoes release energy slowly, meaning your muscles stay fueled for longer. They're also high in magnesium, which helps prevent cramps by allowing your muscles to relax after use. And their potassium content adds an extra layer of protection against nighttime spasms. Roast them, mash them, bake them into wedges. They're incredibly versatile. Just avoid drowning them in butter or sugar. Half a cup a day is enough to feel the benefits. They're especially helpful for active seniors, or those who still enjoy walking or gardening but find themselves getting tired quickly. A man in his early 70s told me he swapped white rice for roasted sweet potatoes at dinner. After a few weeks, he said he had more gas in the tank when climbing stairs and fewer cramps at night. Fun fact, sweet potatoes have more potassium than bananas, and they also contain antioxidants that support joint health. That's a 2-for-1 deal right there. Remember how we mentioned a bonus tip near the beginning? Here it is, and it's surprisingly simple. Coconut water. Yep, this light, refreshing drink isn't just for tropical vacations. It's naturally rich in electrolytes like potassium, magnesium, and sodium. Everything your muscles crave when they're overworked, underhydrated, or just plain tired. While regular water keeps you hydrated, coconut water helps you stay balanced. Especially helpful after a hot day, light exercise, or even a salty meal that may throw off your fluid levels. And unlike sugary sports drinks, coconut water offers hydration without the crash. No fake colors, no artificial chemicals. https sf16 web 2s buzz CapCut static com obj CapCut web buzz sg eyes lview web AI creator oversee online static image waiting 55e19wc5.webp. So next time you feel a cramp coming on, reach for coconut water. 1 cup a day could be the simple trick your muscles have been waiting for. 5. Common mistakes that make cramps worse. Let us flip the script for a minute, because knowing what not to do can be just as powerful. Here are 5 common mistakes that quietly make leg cramps worse, especially for older adults. 1. Not drinking enough water. This one's obvious, but more than 40% of seniors are chronically dehydrated according to the National Institute on Aging. Even mild dehydration throws off your electrolyte balance, making cramps more likely, especially at night. Ever woken up with a cramp after a salty dinner? That's your body crying out for water. 2. Skipping breakfast. Muscles run on fuel. And if you skip your first meal, they don't have what they need to start the day right. A lack of morning nutrients, especially potassium and magnesium, can lead to cramping later on, often just when you're trying to relax in the evening. 3. Taking medications without balancing nutrients. Diuretics, blood pressure pills, statins, they can all drain essential minerals. If you don't actively replace those nutrients with food or supplements, you're left with imbalances that trigger cramps. Ask your doctor or pharmacist if your meds might be affecting your electrolytes, and what foods can help restore balance. 4. Overdoing caffeine or alcohol. Both act as diuretics. Translation: they push water and minerals out of your system faster than you can replace them. A cup of coffee is fine. A pot? Not so much. And those evening drinks? They might explain those 2 a.m. cramps. 5. Ignoring the early signs. Twitching calves, restless legs, mild tingling. These are often your body's quiet warnings, but most people brush them off until the pain hits hard. Don't wait for a full-blown cramp to take action. Start supporting your body before it begs for help. Lifestyle habits that support leg strength long-term. Let's say you start eating these muscle-friendly foods regularly. That's a big step. But if you want your legs to feel strong and steady for the long run, there's something else that matters just as much: your everyday habits. And don't worry, this isn't about becoming a gym person. You don't need intense workouts or a strict routine. You just need a few simple practices that work with your body, not against it. Gentle movement adds up. Even a short walk around your neighborhood helps boost circulation, prevent stiffness, and signal your muscles that they're still needed. Add light stretching in the morning or before bed, especially for your calves, thighs, and ankles. It can make a huge difference over time. Massage supports blood flow. You can do this yourself. Just a few minutes rubbing your legs with a warm cloth or gentle pressure helps keep blood and nutrients moving. Some seniors also find relief using a foam roller or massage ball, especially after sitting for long hours. Balanced meals fuel consistent energy. You've already learned about the key foods, now make them part of your routine. Try not to skip meals and aim for a mix of protein, healthy fats, and minerals at every sitting. That keeps your muscles fed, your nerves supported, and your energy stable throughout the day. Good sleep and hydration are non-negotiables. Nighttime cramps often show up when your body hasn't rested well or is running on empty. Getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep and staying hydrated, especially in the evening, lowers the chances of waking up in pain. And yes, coconut water counts. Keep stress in check. Believe it or not, stress triggers hormonal shifts that can worsen inflammation, drain your energy, and tighten your muscles. Even 5 minutes of deep breathing or a calming routine before bed helps your body reset. These habits are small, but powerful. You don't need to change your whole life. Just a few steps in the right direction can make walking, sleeping, and even standing feel more stable and strong. So let's bring it all together. That pain in your legs? It's not just getting older. It's your body speaking up, letting you know something important is missing. And now, you know what that is. It's not about chasing youth. It's about giving your body what it needs to keep you steady, mobile, and pain-free. Whether it's a lack of potassium, poor hydration, or missing vitamins like B12 or D, cramps are often a red flag. And the good news is, you don't need a prescription to fix it. Just better choices, starting with what's on your plate. You deserve to walk with confidence. You deserve to wake up without pain shooting down your leg. You deserve to stay active and independent for as long as possible. And that starts in the kitchen. Even if you begin with just 2 of the 6 foods we talked about today and work them into your week, you'll likely feel a difference. Your muscles will thank you. So will your sleep. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these foods do you already eat? Which one surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments below. And if this helped even a little, share it with someone you care about. Leg strength isn't just about legs. It's about freedom, movement, and peace of mind. Oh, and next week I'm sharing the top exercises to pair with these foods for even better results. So hit subscribe if you want the full plan. Your legs will be glad you did.